Hey guys, it's Sunil here, and in this video, it's basically day two. And yeah, this is basically the accountability journal, right? It's day two, and I'm going to basically run a current sitrep, current situation analysis, basically a self evaluation. In this self evaluation, what I'm going to ask myself is, did I do enough for the day? Did I give it my all? The answer is no, of course, because I woke up at like fucking 5:30 p.m. today as well. Because yesterday I fucked up the sleep, right? I went to bed at like 5 a.m. in the fucking morning. Uh, and of course, that's why February 8th was for. Um, at least in the sleep, wake up time regards. So that's mistake one. Right? I gotta be honest. I gotta be accountable. I gotta face it without fluffing around, without bullshitting myself. Because the first step towards improvement is being honest with yourself and admitting all your mistakes. And not dwelling in it, but just admit it, man. Stop deluding yourself. Right? Don't dwell in it, but be honest about it. And end all delusion. You have no luxury for delusion. That's for fucking retards. You're not a retard. I'm not a retard. So yeah, unless you are one. Unless you're one. If you are a retard, then cool, man. That's your thing. So look, did I work out today? Nah, I didn't. Right, I gotta be honest. Why? Well, because I sprained my back. I don't know how this happened. But that's just a fucking excuse because I can work out. But I don't know why this sprain has happened though, because I did work out very light yesterday, 7.5 kgs. That's what I did. That's the weight with which I did all the shoulder presses and so on, dumbbell shoulder presses. That is, lat raise. I did like 50 pounds. Cable lat pull down. That is sorry. Um, and then rear dead fly. I did it with fucking 30 pounds. Um, So I did it out pretty light. That was a light workout. I don't know why, I'm sore and why fucking it feels like I've sprained my back or something like that. Well, I know the answer. The answer is I've not worked out for 2 months. That's why, right? I'm getting back into the grind. I'm getting back into the grind, so that's why it's like this. So that's that. Um, Again, I've realized that my life so far has been just a bunch of wasted time, wasted potential. Right? I could have given more, right? I could have done more, I could have expressed more. And yeah, if I had given it my all, spent every waking second and minute towards my dreams and goals, fuck man, I would have been a millionaire by now. Like I already said this earlier in my previous video or something. I don't know exactly, but I would have been a millionaire by now. I'm pretty confident about that. So that's the thing, man. Do not let your life be a bunch of wasted potential. Do not die with regrets. That's an important thing to keep in mind. All right. Um, Now, why should you do a current situation analysis? Well, the reason why you need to do a current situation analysis is humans have a very bad memory, right? We tend to forget all the painful shit and we tend to forget the raw stuff, right? We tend to, a lot of the times, forget the truth, right? We make up some shit that, satisfies us. Right? Okay, you know what? That's how it probably happened. That's what we think. Or we delude ourselves into thinking that something else happened, right? Let's say, right, you ask yourself, um, why am I not jacked yet? And you're like, well, the reason why you think that, I worked out every day consistently, I did everything I could do, I worked so hard, why am I not so jacked? This is probably a thinking, but if you did some real raw self-evaluation, if you looked at every single day of your workouts in the past, in your past, right, in the past 300, past year or whatever, man, um, if you looked at all the workouts you did, how your caloric intake was, how your sleep schedule was, if you looked at all those things, that must have been something that you might have done wrong, right? That must have been something that you didn't optimize. So the brain conveniently tends to forget the things that are painful for us, right? The truth often is painful for us, so that's why we tend to forget it, right? You- that's funny, but sad at the same time, man. So the brain is very good at eluding us. The brain is very good at lying. So you need to really think using your conscious mind and reevaluate every single thing that you did, right? And then look at what you can do to improve it. Right? This is the most important part. Do not drown in sadness. Do not drown in sorrow. Sure, you can take a day, just chill out, and then you're like, if you're too fucking depressed, you're like, fuck. If you think like that, then well, okay, take a day, chill out, and then attack everything from the next day, right? Get after it from the next day, right? You can take maybe 1 to 2 days off, but not more than that, right? Of course, that all depends on a scenario. Let's say you really need a break, then you can take it, right? There's nothing wrong with that, all right? There's nothing wrong with taking some rest, right? Um, don't fall into the bullshit of just hustling, hustling, hustling. Yeah, you gotta grind, but you should not burn yourself down. That's very important. Um, Now, so I did lose some weight, right? If I looked at my body weight, right, yesterday I was 58.75 kgs. Today I'm 57.80 kgs. Yeah, 57.80 kgs as of February 8th, 2025. Why? Because I had I had to go to the restroom, right? I mean, I had explosive. That was explosive, bruh. Yeah, because my caloric intake was good, right? It was not bad. I was on track, of ramping it up properly. I had around 2K calories, I think so. I was well on track when it comes to the caloric intake, but fuck this mosquito. But the thing is, yeah, I had to go to the bathroom. That's why I lost that weight. Of course, what do I need to do? How do I recover from this bullshit? Well, I eat more, I intake more calories, and then I start working out from Monday consistently, right? Take 1 to 2 days off, take Sunday off because I have sprained my back. So that's the thing. I don't want to overload my body and then not be able to work because sitting itself is a strain for me right now. But yeah, no excuse, brothers and sisters. No excuse. You cannot quit, especially right now, especially when things get hard. Right? When you get to rock bottom, the only way is up. I always tell this to myself, right? No matter how cringe it sounds, no matter how stupid it sounds, because this is probably an overused statement you might have heard 1,000 times before, but it's true, right? Because if you're facing a tough moment in life, a tough scenario in life, then that means that the only way to go from there is up, right? Um, Up meaning growth. Yeah. Now, when it comes to the mistakes that I've done in the past, what have I done? Well, I could have gone to the gym more properly because I fucking quit working out for a while. I became lazy as fuck. That's the honest truth. Um, I stopped eating right. I stopped properly taking calories. I became a bitch basically. Became lazy as fuck. bed rotting, rotting away in the fucking bed every single day. Basically, being a lazy ass motherfucker. That's what I did. Um, Granted, I had some hard stuff that I was going through, some tough situations that I was going through, but that was not a reason to be a fucking bed rotting piece of shit, right? Uh, and that's the thing. I did get addicted to YouTube. I did become a doom scroller. That's what they call it, right? When you keep scrolling on Instagram for no fucking reason. Um, yeah, I started deluding myself. I started deluding myself into thinking that I worked hard these past 6 years. Whilst the truth is that I haven't. I haven't. Um, I could have worked out more properly. I could have eaten more properly. I could have done so much more. I could have. I could have been a completely different person, but I did not. I'm not Jack. I'm skinny as fuck, and I don't have the lifestyle that I want yet. And the reason why that is because I was lazy, plain and simple. I didn't give it my fucking all. I did not do that. Well, financial discipline. That was also another thing. I did not manage what I was getting in. I mean, it's not a lot, but the income that I was getting in was not a lot, but I didn't even manage that properly. So, how the fuck are you supposed to manage millions if you can't even manage fucking $100? You know, that's an important thing. Um, yeah, bro. My life has been so far. If you could sum it up in a few words, it would be, why am I not bad I want to be? Well, that's because I was a lazy bitch. That's why. That's the honest truth. But here's the thing, the truth is liberating. It's liberating as fuck because you're finally honest with yourself. All the delusions end, right? All the fucking dreams end, like all the bullshit ends. Dreams meaning all the retardedness ends. There's this there's this thing, bro. Like I think in God of War, right? Ascension, yeah, that's the game. Yeah. So in the middle in the game, basically, Kratos, he I think the gods, what they do is they give him dreams, right? Comforting dreams to help him escape reality, right? It was not basically help, but they basically tricked him into it. I don't know the exact story. It has been a while, right? So yeah, it came out in 2013, bro. It's been like what, 12 years? 12 years, right? 12 years. Yeah, it's been 12 years, bro. In that game, Kratos is in a is in a fantasy world, right? He's deluding himself. His wife and kids are with him every single day. Well, in reality, what the fuck did he do? In reality, he killed them. Right? That's what happened. He killed them. He went into the temple and then murdered. That's what happened in the game. That's the story, right? But he got deluded into thinking that they're all with him right now and he's living a happy life in Greece, in Sparta, whatever. He's a Spartan general or whatever. I don't know. I don't remember the exact story, but yeah. And what he decides to do is the most important thing here. He wants to come back to reality. He would rather live in truth. He would rather fucking live in truth instead of tricking himself every single fucking day. Which is what enabled him to start his life anew in the Norse mythology with Atreus and Faye and all that. I think even that is a pretty cool story, bro. Even video games can teach you something, bro. That's an important thing that you need to keep in mind. I don't know why I've been using the word bro a lot nowadays. I should stop with the brain rot language. Is it brain rot language really? I don't know. Um, that's really important, man, because you gotta live in the truth. The truth may suck, but at least you're not in La La Land. You're not a schizophrenic or whatever, bro. Fuck, I gotta stop. Even David Goggins did that, right? The accountability mirror. What did he do? He started. I think he shaved every day, if I remember correctly, and then in front of the mirror, he kept himself accountable. Told himself the truth. That's what I'm trying to do basically here. I am being accountable in front of the fucking camera. That's what I'm doing. I'm trying to be real and honest with myself so that you can be also, so that you can change your life too, man, because it doesn't have to be this way. David Goggins lived in Paradise Road, but he was able to get out. I lived in Paradise Road. I was able to get out. It may not be a really inspiring story like David, but I did something though. I mean, every small win counts. Every small win counts. And you could get out as well. You could get out of that Paradise Road. Read that book. You will know what it means, what Paradise Road means. That's an important thing. Um, so yeah, being honest and real with yourself is the only thing. That's the only way you could ever change in life, right? Because if you fantasize something else, then you're a schizophrenic, right? You're living in a reality that does not exist. Now, okay, you're real with yourself. What do you do next? You come up with solutions. That's what you do. Set goals according to those solutions, and then you create an action plan for achieving those goals. What the fuck did David Goggins do? Well, he decided to go into the Air Force. Okay, what the fuck did he need to do for that? ASVAB test or whatever it's called, right? The AS, what is it called, man? Fuck, it's not entering my mouth properly. ASVAB test. Yep. Armed Services Vocational Aptitude Battery. Standardized test that measures a person's aptitude for science, math, language, and technical skills. It is used to help determine which military careers a person may be best suited for. The problem was he was a bad learner, right? I think he was dyslexic or something, right? But he had a learning disability, right? I don't know what the exact disability was. He was still able to do it in spite of that, right? He figured out, okay, I can't do it like everybody else. The only thing that works is rote memorization. Memorization is the only fucking thing that works. So I will do that only fucking thing that comes for me, that works for me. I will do that, and then I will pass the fucking ASVAB test, right? He passed it. He went into the Air Force. Of course, there was some other tests that he had to pass as well. All that stuff. It has been a while since I read that book, so I may not be fully accurate, but you get the gist of it, right? That's the thing. Do what you gotta do. You may not be the smartest. You may not be the brightest. You may not have all the scenarios, everything in check, everything in place. You may not have rich parents. You may not have it all perfect. You will never have it perfect. You will never have everything perfect. Always there'll be something, man, that will prevent you from taking action. But the only ones who succeed are those that take action in spite of it. right? Those are the guys who actually succeed. Those are the guys and gals who get something out of life, who feel satisfaction from their life, man. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind and get after it. See ya.